Alright, welcome back to the front line. Sorry there's been a slowdown in content coming out on the channel in the last week or so. Just got a lot of stuff going on, but I promise you that things are getting back into normal gear, and by next week we should be back to normal. So I have some more High Fleet campaigns starting off, Chaos Hunters, Chaos Gate Demon Hunters will be back in action, and of course more Phantom Brigade. So thank you very much for your patience, and sorry that's been slowing down. If you remember last time, we have just started the war for Freeland, and we've actually won our first battle, which has pushed the enemy control down to 95, which is quite a small drop. I'm a bit concerned about that. We're going to cruise around this session. We might actually grab this cache just for something to do while we're waiting for the enemy to attack us, and then we're going to go from there. Before we do that, though, one of the things that we need to think about is we do have these two units here that don't really have great gear. We'll just take a second to watch this incredibly cool animation of our guys standing up, especially with the battle damage that's on Patchwork here. That's really cool. We need kit for these two units here. And a lot of people pointed out that I have a lot of uncommon components and a lot of supplies. So why don't I just build a set of uncommon gear? Which I think sounds like a really good idea. So we've got the choice between Arrow Heavy, which is, I believe it's a very mass-produced, particularly not customizable suit of armor. We've got Blackbird, which we've already built. We've got Elwes, which we had from the start. We've got Helga, which I don't think I've already used. And we've got Vidar, which is very, very cool. Now, these are all heavies. The two mediums, we've got our Blackbird. And we've got some lights as well. So I'm thinking about making a Helga heavy set and maybe an Arrow or a Nox light set. So let's get a Helga heavy set. Also, how cool is this music? This is really cool. Let's get a Helga heavy set on the go. So we just want to build this at the uncommon stage. So we want one upper body. We want one lower body. And we want two arms. And that's them all ready to go. And that's going to be the main kit for our new mech. And then in terms of weapons to go along with that, I'm not too worried about spending these right now. We could maybe build ourselves another heavy weapon. Although I want to make sure we have charges. Although it looks like now that we've got advanced assembly, it doesn't really require charges to build heavy equipment, which is interesting. We could also try building a melee weapon for it. Or maybe for something a bit different, we could try picking up a sniper rifle for him. Or a marksman rifle. Marksman rifles are actually quite useful. They don't do too much damage. Let's keep a marksman rifle for this mech as well. And then we've got a full mech being built in the background. Alright, back to the world map. We need to wait for Patchwork and the Distracted Muskrat and just a little bit of Whifflebat to be repaired. So let's unpause, and we're going to start making our way up towards this cache, unless something else happens in the province. So what we're waiting for is battles that we can jump into and take part in, just so that we can strike to push the contestants of the province towards our favor. Now the game may be running a little bit slowly, and I'm hoping it's not going to be too bad, but I do have Terra Invicta still running in the background, because I can't save the game. And last time I tried to record this, it did get a little bit sticky, but I'm hoping that I've made some changes. Stargazing. As night falls, two of your pilots approach. "Hey boss," one says. "We're wondering if you'd let us stop for the night." "We want to see the meteor shower," the other says. "It's such a clear night, we're able to see for miles." Guys, we're in the middle of contesting this province. We can't sit around for 7 hours and gaze at stars. We've got more pressing issues at hand than stargazing. Want to take the pilot fatigue. That was a ridiculous event. So I'm looking at taking this cache just because there's nothing else really to do right now. And that should move some of the enemy strength away from the province as well. Yeah, there's really nothing else happening. Oh, we've got a battle popping up here. We can take the cache, then head to the battle. I really like if you look in the battle sites that there's an actually animated firepower happening and there's craters and stuff. It looks really cool. But we are going to hit the cache. Alright, it's defended. We can radio for help. That's going to cost us... Our reputation is now 2, so it has gone up. But I think we can take this. It is level 3, difficulty 210, but I think with our 2 beam lasers we can take this. We don't need to radio for help. Now Patchwork is showing up as damaged here. High fatigue. Okay, our pilots are getting tired. So we do need to pick up some other pilots at some point. That is starting to become a little bit of a problem. We're going to have to watch that after this engagement. Muskrat here is a secondary weapon, that's why it's got a warning. Looks like we're dealing with quite a lot of enemies here. I can't see everything, but I'm seeing it looks like 4, 5, 6, 7 enemies, which is quite a lot, but I still think the squad can do it. There they are, looking amazing, as always. So just a reminder that we've got the beam weapons here. Yuzi's got a knife, he's got, I think it's a shotgun. I can't actually remember what his secondary weapon is. It might be a launcher. We've got the railgun here, and of course we've got the minigun. Loving that the game is getting a little bit darker, so we're getting a little bit more into some dangerous territory, but let's deploy and engage. There should be a new build hitting very soon as well. It's getting closer to Tactical Tuesday. So there might be a little bit of jerkiness here. It looks like it's smooth enough, which is nice. Looks like we're starting off in the low ground, which isn't ideal. No sign of any enemy mechs yet. That's that's one of them. Heavy launcher and shield, and that's us down here. So we're starting off in a pretty awkward location. Not got great lines of fire from here. So let's see what we're dealing with. We've got a heavy launcher and shield mech here, a heavy launcher and shield mech here, and a marksman rifle and SMG mech here. And then tanks, we've got an assault rifle tank, 2 autocannon tanks, and an autocannon tank. Is that everything? There's nothing hiding around here, is there? Autocannon tank. No turrets or anything that I'm missing out on? No. So the engagement's going to happen in this area here, because they're going to rush around through this area here and engage us here. We could try coming up here, but most of our weapons are actually quite long range, and I think this is going to turn into a really nasty brawl. So what I actually probably want to do is come around here and up onto this level here. It should give us a really nice field of fire. Can I get you to jump up here with a dash? Doesn't look like it. No. He's not able to jump high enough for us to dash up there, but he is pretty quick. I've moved to there. Will be most of his turn now. He is going to be fired up by this guy who has, I think he has a marksman rifle, so it is a little bit tricky. That will do quite a lot of damage. You I could probably allow to come up here. Yeah, if you come up here, the problem with that is that's going to take up most of your turn. Getting to here is probably the furthest you can get this turn, but that's probably not a bad firing spot. If I get you there, and we'll get an attack as soon as you can probably shoot at that tank, which is around about here. You should be able to kill. You won't be able to kill the tank there and get ready for next turn, and that's that tank out of action. Not a great turn, but taking care of that tank, just one less enemy to worry about. The mech that's probably going to be the hardest to do something about here is going to be the Distracted Muskrat. Although they're not in a terrible position here because of the range of their weapon. I could dash him to here and then dash him up to here. So just 2 bounces really quickly, get him into a good position, and then as soon as he's cool enough, and it will be pretty much straight away because he has those really nice upgrades, we'll maybe just move him forward a little bit this turn, move him to here, so that next turn he can start shooting at any mechs that come into range. He's not in an ideal position actually to really do much this turn. The other option is I dash him again and again, which puts him at really, really high heat, and then we wait it out until next turn where he can make a better informed choice in where he's shooting, and he's in a really nice position there. That still leaves the Wiffle Bat and Hotshot. Hotshot's actually pretty interesting here because Hotshot can just start firing as soon as it's got an enemy in range. So I can actually bring the Hotshot to about here, and when it gets here, it can shoot through the ground at this mech here and potentially do quite a lot of damage to it. So we're just going to wait out that attack there. And then what I'm going to get them to do is actually back up a little bit. No, backing up isn't really that essential. I'm going to get them to move on and just come in this direction here, ready for next turn for me to move them. That leaves the Wiffle Bat. The Wiffle Bat, as we identified, is going to get shot at by that marksman rifle. But if I bring them here and get them to wait until that marksman rifle has stopped firing, which will be here, I can then bring them up here to next turn. And actually, as they come up, I'm thinking about beam. Oh, he's not going to be in range. Let's just do that. So this first turn is mostly position. Let's just check we've got no collisions. So you're just coming up here. You're not colliding. It's very close to a collision there, but it's not happening. You're going to jump up here and you're going to beam laser at that tank and hopefully take it out. You are coming forward. You're firing through the ground at him, and then you're going to keep moving forward. You're boosting around, yeah. And I'm happy with all that. Let's engage and get this combat started. Nice, the beam up and hit both the tanks. Didn't take them out, but it was quite interesting. So this tank here is ejecting. This tank here took a little bit of damage. This mech here, well, that's him actually. He didn't take any damage, sadly. You are now in. Let's get you dealt with first. So if we wait, actually, let me just check. He's going to come forward this turn. You could minigun him. If I just set the minigun to fire here, you got a great shot at him at a really high chance to hit. It's just to drill through him, basically. And you can take the shots from this tank. That's not a problem. We'll give you a wait command until that's done. And then I'm going to get you to walk backwards here just so that you're in a decent position next turn to start firing on people. You are taking a little bit of fire. Lots of rockets are coming for you, so I kind of want you to be moving. Let's bring you up here. That's all going to be fire from the marksman rifle. But if we wait until about here, I get you to shoot at this tank here. Your beam's going to cut through this tank. It's probably going to catch up to him. There's going to be a lot of collateral damage from that beam attack. Just push it back a little bit so you're not quite so hot. And then I'm actually going to get you to keep moving this way. So there's a good chance you'll... Like, damn, the edge of the map is there. There's a good chance that this will miss. Oh, the sleepy pup has just come to join me. That was what that noise was. She just pushed away through the door. Hey, pup, how's it going? Let's move you back. Backing up there is not really worth it. Let's change your angle of attack here. And let's bring you back to here. We're just going to set up a firing line, I think. And we're just going to bring you as far left as I can while you're firing. Just so the beam isn't pushing to the right across my team. And that will work for that. And we'll just let you to wait out the rest of your turn. There's not really that too much. Because I'm worried about moving them closer and then getting them into a bad situation. Now, Hotshot here is very warm right now. Let's bring the Hotshot up and around. It's going to take some damage from a tank, which I'm not too worried about. Although I really want to get these guys at the back. They're going to be a big problem because they're just sitting back and launching missiles. What if I get you to cool down a little bit? So this is going to be you cool, and then get you to dash up to here, and then get you, as soon as you're cool enough, to fire at this guy through the building. So you're too hot, too hot, too hot, too hot. Oops. Push this forward. Just to try and do some damage to these guys at the back, because they are going to be a problem. You've already got your orders for the turn. You here need to kind of link up and just present a united front of beam weapon attacks. So I should get you to move here and then just start shooting when you get here. So let's get you to shoot at this tank. No, that's the tank that he's shooting at. Let's cancel that attack. Let's get you to shoot at this tank here. And we'll just do a crossfire, just try and do as much damage as possible. Okay, let's see how that goes. Oh, that was stupid. Okay, could have been worse. Okay, we took a little bit of collateral damage there. I forgot to check where the minigun was firing, but it's not the end of the world. This pilot has been knocked down and this mech is inactive. You've taken quite a lot of missile damage, but you're doing okay. You've not taken any damage yet. I don't think you actually took that much damage. Your shield took a bit of damage there. That's okay. It could have been worse. We've got some visual bugs chopping up on the screen. I think it's debris that's flying through the air. Let's check things out. So you, first of all, because you're probably the most awkward one to give a firing command to, just watching what the enemy are doing. You do have a shot right at the end of the turn, but actually I think what we need to do here is get rid of this tank. So just blast that away, wait your turn out, and then I'm going to get you to move over here. And that'll be your turn. These guys here need to do something about these tanks here. So I want you to push forward until he's in range, which is just here. And then get rid of this wait command. Just come forward until here. And if you hear any weird noises, it's just the dog settling herself down. Apologies for that in the background. And that you're going to fire there. Just hold it a little bit until you're cool enough. There we go. Wait command. And then I actually want you to push forward a little bit once you finish firing, because these guys have a problem with long range attacks. That should be good. Just thinking, why don't we bring you over here to shoot at the other? Oh, there's a collision there with that tank. Let's make sure that doesn't happen. Just to here. And we need to wait a little bit longer. So we'll actually bring you forward to here. That'll let us set up a laser attack on the guy at the back. And we should get some good collateral damage between the two of them. That just leaves our good friend, the Hotshot here, who is in a nice position to, if we just start shooting here at this one, the shot should pierce and hit both of them. It's going to overheat us a little bit, but I'm quite happy with that. Let's execute and go. Okay, that was a lot of nice damage. They didn't kill them, but we did a lot of damage to those two mechs. This mech here is knocked out. Damage isn't too bad on our mechs right now. He's actually ejecting, which is great. You're okay, and you're okay. So this mech here is, apologies for the noise, it's just totally sorting herself out. Good girl. She just likes to self-soothe by chewing on the arm of the seat that's next to me. In fact, they're both ejecting. Yeah, both of these mechs are ejecting. Let me confirm that. This mech here is ejecting. That's mech 6. And mech 5 is also ejecting. So that's it. We have won this combat. Let's just move Hotshot around to here. Just make sure we capture it. And that's all we need to do. That's the combat over. And we're going to get a lot of salvage here. Took a little bit of damage there, unfortunately. There they go. Good work, team. We should wait out this turn. And that should be victory. No, we got to capture this. Okay, we just got to capture the cache entrance. Let's just move everybody over just in case something happens. So we'll move commands to move to here. No, you have to wait there. Sometimes it does make you capture the cache entrance. It's a little bit funny. No, you can't move any further than that in one turn. That's fine. Okay. These guys are nice and fast, which I really like. The speed on the Wiffle Bat. Other Strategy Masquerade is hilarious. Okay, great work, Commander. Salvage crews are on their way. So do we still need to cash secured and also been able to execute to proceed? So I think we're good. I don't think I need to do anything else. Sometimes it's really funny with finishing off a mission. I have noticed this. There we go, victory. Alright, let's see what we can grab here. It looks like it's all green gear apart from this upper body part, but it's a level 4, which I'm really not that interested in. So let's salvage that. We've got a heavy launcher here. We've got an SMG. Nah, I think I'm just going to salvage all of the green components. Get as much gear out of them as I can. We should be getting something from the cache as well once we've cleared this. Still got salvage free, so let's just grab this stuff until we hit our limit. We're getting a lot of salvage here because we're not having to repair any of our own mechs. In fact, I'm salvaging everything and I'm still 40 under, but that's fine. Alright, and let's just see if there's anything for taking the point. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't. It is a little bit funny. So we got rare components +2 and uncommon components, I think. There you go. As you park the mobile base for a routine maintenance check, you spot a group of people roaming in the field nearby, very close to one of your previous battle sites. From where you stand, you can't tell what they're doing. Your scout squints at the site. Should we see what they're up to? Doesn't look like trouble, but it's up to you, boss. Sure, we'll investigate. Pretty sure this is the savages again. I did this last time. I don't know what favor or market stability is, but I'm gonna do it again. Let's make some deals. Okay, we got that battle site to attend. We just need to wait for some repairs. Yeah, there's nothing happening for hitting the cache, sadly. So let's head for the battle site. I think the cache is exhausted. We'll take part in this battle. And that's going to give us a nice chunk towards the contested value of Frillin, because now we control this farm, this camp, and this cache. The enemy only have available to them an outpost, an energy storage plant, a base, and this village. But we'll head towards this battle here. We can only see there's only one battle happening, which is nice. So we can click on this to jump to them. Let's speed up time a little bit. Let's quickly check on our pilots, actually. How's the fatigue looking? So Patch Zelatus here is at -62 fatigue, so he's exhausted, which is a bit of a shame. I'm not sure what high fatigue will do, but I believe it will eventually make them stop wanting to fight. But we're just going to have to push on because I don't have time to go and pick up new pilots or rest, really. What we could do is I could sit and wait until this... our Helga armor is finished. Let's have a look at what this mech looks like. I will name these when they're ready to deploy. Until then, they are unnamed. There he is. There's our Helga mech. Looks pretty cool. We need a color scheme for him. We'll check his marksman rifle after this combat as well. Now, we may get some reinforcements hitting us here because we have been detected. Let's see, pin drop. The base is tense and quiet. You can hear the rat-a-tat of guns in the distance and smoke is thick just ahead of you. One of your pilots tries to break the tension with a joke, but there's only nervous laughter in response. As you get closer to the fight, you see burning mechs, but they are too damaged to tell which side they may belong to. You turn your eyes away. The home army sent a distress signal and it just says, are we going to answer it? So yeah, there's going to be an extra 100 levels worth of reinforcements during this fight, but that's fine. I could radio for help. I think I'm going to go in on my own. We do a lot of damage. Our alpha is really high with this team. Let's just try and do as much as we can. So we got some allies on the field. 2 allies. Looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 enemies on, and then we're going to get 4, 5, 6 reinforcements. This is going to be a very hard fight. This is going to be tough. Let's see what we can do. I'm not going to leave the army to die. Squad's ready to go. Everyone's looking badass as hell. Let's deploy. Just drinking a quick sip of tea. There are a lot of enemies, but a lot of them are tanks, which is exactly what I was expecting to see. This is quite an open battlefield as well, which might be quite good for our friendly tanks. Really open area to fight in. Oh, the team looks cool. The team does look really cool. Alright, what have we got on our side? Autocannon tank and a standard tank. And then enemy mechs, we've got a machine gun and shield mech, that's a high priority target. Marksman rifle handgun mech, and shotgun and shield. So these 2 are the priorities until this gets close. But I think, if I'm paying attention here, you are in a great position to jump up here. And as soon as you're up there, open up on that shotgun mech over here. And yeah, you're not going to be particularly accurate, but you're going to do a ton of damage as he crosses that ground. And I could almost, I think, get you just to continue firing straight away, and you'll overheat a little bit, but I think the damage is worth it. That's going to take that mech out. All right, we need to make sure that I'm just going to cancel the moves that these guys have on them because I don't like the AI to control them because the AI is really bad at controlling its tanks. Right, I want to try and split my beam weapons, one on each tank. You're in a great position as soon as the combat starts, Patchwork, to basically, I think... Wait, where are you? Yeah, this is you. To open up on this mech here. He's in range, he's ready to fire at him. We can do that. He's going to stop and fire with his marksman rifle. Once you've engaged him, come break right to here. And then give me another beam weapon laser shot on him, and that should kill him. You will overheat a little bit, but that's fine. I would like to dash up here, and then as soon as you're cool enough, give me a beam laser shot on this machine gunner, because he has to run forward before he'll stop and fire, and I'm hoping that we can out-damage him before he does that, and you're just going to underheat. I can't get you down from here, but I can get you to step... I can't, unfortunately, pick a spot behind this building. But let's get you just to move while he's shooting at you, just in case he's still alive, just to try and mitigate that damage. And then when you get down here, you're not going to be cool enough. That's going to be your whole turn. We'll just get you to move around here into cover, because when you get round there, he'll still be firing. That just leaves Hotshot. Hotshot, I want to try and focus on this guy and help take him out. So I want you to move to here, which hopefully shouldn't collide. No, but it will collide when he comes down, so we need to bear that in mind. And I want you to shoot at him as soon as you're stopped. We'll give you a wait command. We're going to have to change this up because you're only moving. Okay, let's change this. Can I just get you to shoot from here? When he gets to here, I can. You can just shoot from here, but I don't want you to shoot through the rock if we can avoid it, because you do more damage when we don't do that. What if I get you to dash to here? Will that collide with anybody? No, that's a great dash. Okay. And then we'll wait for you to cool down, and we'll get you to fire with the railgun. And just wait till you're cool enough. Okay, that's looking good. Now, you as a tank, I want you to move to here, which gives you a great line of sight. And then from this point here, start shooting at enemy tanks. And then our autocannon tank can't really do much from range, so I just want you to drive up this turn. Just keep going forward until you're here, and then next turn you'll be able to fire something. Okay, this should be a really big opening barrage from us. If we're lucky, we'll kill 3 mechs. I don't know if we'll kill all 3, but let's see how it goes. One mech down, 2 mech down. Looks like this is the only mech that survived. Okay. Alright, so probably some civilians we just saved. So this mech's completely wiped out. This mech is completely wiped out. This mech is also inactive. So we took out all 3 mechs in our opening barrage. Let's just watch that again, because that was really cool. I want to watch this. The spray of fire is awesome. And then it's just him unconscious. And then if we just rewind it a little bit, like this guy here coming up. How do I play? I just need to click in and click play. So he's coming up here. He gets the beam laser just straight through his center torso. At the same time, Hotshot here's lining up the shot, and down here we've got another beam shot being... Yeah, it's just really nice. He got to fire 1 shot from his marksman rifle, which missed. He's dead at this point. No, now he's dead when that railgun shot comes through. He's moving into a new position. It's nice to watch it in slow motion. Another good shot. That's him down. Let's pause this for this shot. Just cutting straight through. He hasn't got any armor. It's all hitting center torso. There, and that's him dead. It just goes straight through him. Okay, that was a really nice opening turn. If we can deal the rest of these before 9 turns, we'll win the game before the reinforcements get here. This tank here didn't take much damage. This tank here didn't take any damage. Is that all we have to deal with, is the 3 tanks? Or is it just 2 tanks? No, there's a tank here as well. Shotgun tank, autocannon tank, autocannon tank. And there's also a cannon tank here. Okay, first things first, let's go to planning. Let's cancel the moves the AI has given our tanks, because we know better than it does. Right, your job is this tank here. So I'm going to get you to move up to here. Actually, I need you to move to a location where you can hit that tank. So here is probably fine. And then from there, beam laser him, as long as that will hit, which it looks like it will. The planner is showing that it will do so, and that will be him dead. Yes, you'll overheat, that's okay. I want you to take out one of the furthest away tanks. What about this tank here? From where you're standing. Just take him out. Now, we need to watch that. Just make sure those shots aren't going to penetrate any of our team. There's a collision there I need to do something about. But that's okay. Let's change this run command to something a little bit more sensible. So let's get you to run to here. And then to here. And then we'll push this beam laser attack back a little bit as well. And now we shouldn't get a collision. No, and you're also not going to run through railgun fire, because that railgun fire will stop in the tank or hit your feet. That's fine. All right, you need something to shoot at. Now, you're currently ordered to shoot at that tank, which is a disaster, actually. We don't actually want that to happen, but there's nothing I can do about it. He's locked into shooting at this mech this turn, which is a real shame. So what I have to watch out for is this movement going to run through the fire? I think it's going to go over his head. It should be fine. So that should be okay. We need to move this tank. I need to remember to do that. So there's nothing really this Dr. Muskrat can do this turn. Let's check you out. This tank here and this tank here are still problems. Let's get you to move to here and take out that tank there. And then, if you're cool enough, you could take out this tank here as well. And maybe get them both in one turn. Probably not. So has everyone got orders? You've got orders. You've got orders. You've got orders. And you've got orders. Right. This tank here, I just want you to shoot from where you are. Shoot at this tank because nobody else is. I know you've not got great accuracy. I forgot how hot these tanks get. This tank here, I want you to back up to here. And then just give this tank everything you've got, even though you're not very accurate. Just try and light it up. You will overheat a little bit. We'll just push these forward. Okay, let's try to get through this as fast as we can. Who hasn't got orders? Oh, distracted. That's okay. Only tank that's left is this one. Yeah, this tank's gone. This tank's gone. All the tanks are gone. Yeah, apart from this tank here, which is starting to take some damage. Let's just get you to back up so it doesn't crash into you. Honestly, I think that's all we need. The beam laser from this will be enough to kill it. Just in case it isn't, when you're cool enough, like here, can you give him a 20% chance to hit? Or maybe get you to shoot at it. Just come here, and as soon as you're cool enough, just beam laser this tank. And let's just cancel their orders so they're not doing anything stupid. And let's finish this fight. We've still got 8 turns before the enemy arrive. Oh, it wasn't quite enough to kill it in one turn, which is really... Oh no, he's dead. Victory. Died just before the turn ended. Excellent. Okay, this is a good start. Now, is this our mech? Yes. No, this is an enemy. Okay. There's a rare marksman rifle here, which I'm going to salvage. Anything else interesting? No. Let's just salvage all of the uncommon stuff. What we're going to have to do is after we finish clearing out this territory, we're going to have a look at what we're actually building with our uncommon materials. Grab some more salvage. We're getting tons of salvage right now, which is really good. Alright, so now we're at 78 to 100. That didn't really give us a lot. Taking locations seems to be the better shout. So let's start moving. And I would like to wait a little bit of time if we can, so that our pilots have a chance to rest. We actually have a lot of supplies right now. If we want to look at some upgrades. Is there anything I can get for my pilots to make their fatigue? Not really. I need like a pilot bay, reactor, or workshop. I need something where my pilots can relax. We could pick up smoke charges, which might actually be quite useful. Let's unlock smoke charges. It equips the base with a device interfering with the high resolution scans, which can trick the enemy into believing the bases are smaller with civilians and may result in them sending a smaller force. Useful if caught by dangerous patrols in high escalation provinces. Let's keep working on our reactor, I think. Expands the energy storage capacity. Wraps reactor additional heat exchange loops, which captures more heat and speeds up power generation. What's this back here? Military grade sensors. I can't unlock this because I need cruise sensing and I need stealth sensing and overdrive sensing. There's a lot of stuff here, but nothing I'm really that interested in picking up right now. Parallel repair is a useful one. What do we need for the next level of this? Need more rare components. Oh, I just spent my rare components on that. Oh, that was silly. Well, that's still useful because it means our guides will be repaired quicker. We only had 10 rare components. I'm not too worried about parallel printing. I'm not too worried about this either. Let's get scan jamming as well, and that leaves us on 280. Let's go with that. All right, let's head towards this. Oh, there's a battle site that's just pinged up over here. All right, we'll hit this as well. I am worried about the fatigue of our pilots. So, sitting up at 67 now, we're definitely going to need to take a break once we've captured this territory. We do have an objective. Why do we have an objective outside? Oh, it's a repair convoy. So there's a repair convoy moving into the territory. We need to catch that. Let's take this battle site. 245 is quite strong, but we've been doing pretty well so far. And yeah, this repair convoy is moving in, so that's our next objective. Alright, we can block scans. Interfere with the enemy sensors. Threat with jamming. So if we do this, it'll drop the difficulty down to 140. Interesting, that's really cool. You followed a distress signal put out by the home army to squash some enemy forces at the battle site. One of your pilots is jumping. They mean business, Commander. They really want to win this war. Another shrugs. I reckon we can take him. What do you think, boss? Yeah, we can take this. I'm not going to ask for help. Team are pretty happy. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 enemies. No reinforcements. Let's deploy. It's these beam lasers that are doing all the work. They're so powerful. Alright, I'm just going to skip this. Let's get straight into the fight. What are we up against? 2 groups of enemies. We've got 3 mechs. Machine gun, handgun, assault rifle, shield, marksman rifle, compact launcher. We've got machine gun tank, autocannon tank, machine gun. So 2 machine gun tanks. We need to be very aware of those. They are a problem for us. We do have 2 allied tanks on the team as well that we'll need to do something about. First things first, then let's cancel their move orders so they're not getting in the way. Okay, let's try and do what we did last time and take these guys out as quickly as possible. So you're already in position to fire, and he's in range. Is that a blocked shot? Nope. So you can just beam weapon him from the start. So he's probably going to die from that. At that point, you are going to take a lot of fire. I'm going to try and dash you back to here, but that will not even overheat you. But you're not actually going to block a lot of fire. What if I dash you right into here? That's still not going to block any fire. That's a shame. Because everyone's going to be shooting at him, which is a lot of damage to come his way. Let's see what we can do about that before I change the order. So I would like to move out of being blocked to here. And then I would like you to shoot at this mech. We got a 98% chance to hit, which is great. In fact, that's probably all you need to do this turn. You are going to take out these guys here. Let's see if I can get you into a good position to hit them. If I dash you... Oh, your dash... I forget how slow the dash on this mech is. If I dash you up to here, that should prevent any line of sight issues. You can't hit him. You can hit him. So that's pretty good. That's him definitely going to die this turn if both of them are shooting at him. And then if I bring you to here... Alright, can I sword dash you up here? Yes, I can. And then we will take a beam laser shot at this mech here, which should do a lot of damage. So these 2 mechs should be going down this turn. We have to bear in mind that there are machine gun tanks, but I want to take the mechs out first. You have the auto cannon. If I bring you around to here and get you to fire at this tank, and then get you to fire at this tank again. Oh, that's going to massively overheat you. We'll just do that then, and then I'll get you to move. I can't get you up there, but I can move you back here, and from there you should have a shot on this tank here in a couple of seconds. Wait till here, you got a shot on him there. Okay, let's see how that goes. He's too fast, and he's just been killed. Damn. So he got knocked out by the amount of fire that he took. That was just nuts. So his beam laser was doing great work, and then he just got hit by so much incoming fire that he got knocked unconscious. We didn't lose any components. The mech isn't destroyed. The pilot is just unconscious, which is a big problem. How much damage did we do? He's ejecting. He's not ejecting. He's a heavy mech. We've done a lot of damage to him. Over here, this thing's taking a little bit of damage. This isn't taking any, a little tiny bit of damage. Okay, we need to think about this really carefully now. So this mech here is out of action. That's good. That's one of the machine gunners. This is a assault rifle mech with a shield, which is a really interesting combo. And then this mech over here, who's taking his time, is a shotgunner. He is our next big issue. No, he's a marksman rifle. I thought there was a shotgun mech as well. Was that the mech we just killed? No, it's a machine gun. I thought there was a shotgun mech. Oh, I must have misread that. Oh well, unless there's not another mech in among my guys, is there? No, he's just going to come around here. Okay, so what I would like to do is take this guy out this turn. So what we're going to do is we're going to dash you back to here, so you're not in the way. Charge up a shot, and probably start taking out tanks, let's be honest. You can take out tanks really quickly, so we'll get you to take out that tank there, as long as you don't get knocked unconscious. You up here are in a great position, so as soon as you're cool enough, I want you to beam laser this mech out of the way. Now, you really struggled to hit last turn. That was a big issue, because his lateral movement was too fast for him to track, so let's maybe rethink that. Let's come back to him in a second. You are unconscious, so we've lost that beam laser. You are fine, and you can shoot at this other mech here. So he's going to be in your firing line at no point where you currently are. But if I dash you to here, that puts you up on top of the plane. And yes, that will overheat you. Oh, it puts you too close. This is tricky. Can I dash you up to here? from there, you're in a really nice position to fire on him. And that's what you're going to do. You kind of just need to stay here. As soon as you're cool enough, which takes a long time in these tanks, I want you to fire this tank here. You will have a shot on it. Yep, cool. And then I want to just stop what you're doing. And as soon as you're cool enough, just keep shooting at this tank here, because he will move out of your range after a couple seconds. Take a lot of fire from him. He's got a machine gun, actually. He's going to drill you. Let's get you to try and get out of there with a move command round to here to protect you from that machine gun. Okay, now we need to think about what we're doing with Patchwork here. Because the best places for Patchwork to shoot at this mech are either on an angle facing into this movement or angle facing away from this movement. Shooting at him while he's moving in a lateral way from where his position is means we're going to miss these attacks. The other option is we ignore the assault rifle for this turn and we beam laze this tank out of the way. And that might be the thing to do, just get it out of action. Now looking at this, we're not actually in range. So let's just do a slight move to here and then we'll be able to hit it from there. And let's do that. Let's go. Okay, tank down. 2 tanks down. This guy's taking some heavy damage, but he's not out of it yet. This mech here is going to be a big problem. How much damage have you taken? Basically none. You took a little bit of back damage that turn, but it wasn't too bad. You're still in a great situation. Okay. This is just getting tricky. So you're a big problem here. You could probably get beam lasered this turn, honestly. You're in a great position for it. I don't think you're moving too fast, especially when you're moving along here. We just need to wait for this to cool down. So to beam laser him here, which will be fine. And that's basically, you're just gonna, we're going turret mode, which isn't ideal, but we could actually maybe move around a little bit. If I moved you to say here, that just gets you out of the line of fire a little bit. Not that anyone's shooting at you here. There's not gonna be a collision, there is gonna be a collision. Let's change that up. Let's just move you to here, and then, yeah, you can start beam lasering him from there. That's good. Okay, you have just killed this tank here. These mechs are too close for you to do anything about them. So let's move you out this direction to about here, and then you'll have a decent shot of him when he comes to this point here, and you should be able to hit him quite nicely. You are also in a terrible location for shots. If I bring you to here, it's going to take your entire turn. How hot are you? If I dash you to here, that's going to overheat you quite badly. If I do it from there, do I have a shot? No, because he's behind this. I think he's behind this wall. Yeah, it's going to block fire, unfortunately. We could wait until he's here and shoot at him from here. How's that going to go in terms of hitting our own guy? I think the level distance means we're going to be fine. So you've got orders, you've got orders, you've got orders. Tanks, again, I'm not really that excited about the tanks. Cancel all of this junk. I want you to shoot at this tank here. This tank here is still alive, yeah. I don't think you've got enough for too hot in the air, so just fire that shot there. And then you cancel this, and I want you to come up to here and shoot at this tank. Well, now that it's not focusing on you. Okay, let's engage. I missed with the beam laser here, unfortunately. That was a terrible shot. This guy here is down, though. Okay. We can evacuate if we want. The only mech left is this one here, but he's been evading a lot of damage. He's really fast. Fast mechs are proving to be quite difficult for our beam lasers to deal with. However, he's not moving a lot this turn, so if we wait till he gets here, and we move to here, actually we do this here, he's going to come straight at us. There's no way we can miss with the beam laser. Over here, I want you to shoot at this tank. Let's just get the tanks dealt with. So there's one tank here. Is that the only other tank that I can see? Enemy forces. So if we click on this, we can see the enemy forces. Yeah, there's a tank here as well. All right, you're in a terrible position then. Let's get you to move up. That's going to be a collision. Let's get you to move to here. And when you're here, turn around, shoot the furthest tank away. There's a chance you could hit him, but I think it's going to be fine. And then we'll get you, as soon as you're able to shoot at this tank here. That should take them both out. Our tanks, we'll just get them to not do anything. I don't want them to die. And that should be everything we need to do. He is not dead, but damn did he take a lot of damage this turn. Both these tanks are gone, I believe. Yeah, this tank's gone, and this tank's gone. So all that's left is this mech. This is the only active enemy on the battlefield, and he is ejecting. All we need to do is get... oops, I didn't mean to hit escape there. We just need to get Patchwork out of the way. We'll just do a sword dash to get out of there as quickly as possible, because I want to make sure they don't collide. It's just going to do... He's going to overheat, but it's better than crashing into him. Oh, I forgot to tell them not to take their orders. They're smashing into stuff. But that's it. Victory. that was a bit tough. Losing the Wiffle Bat right at the start of that fight was potentially a game ender, but we came back from okay. So we don't need to salvage the mech because the guy just got knocked unconscious. Hopefully the pilot isn't dead. No blue. There's a marksman rifle here which we'll scrap. We'll scrap all the greens. And then we'll just grab what we can in terms of money. We're getting so much salvage from this in the moment, which is great. We'll confirm that. And we'll just check our pilots are all still alive. Yes. Wifflebat is now at 100 fatigue. So the more fatigue, the more susceptible to concussive damage. That's the big problem. That's something I need to watch out for. So concussive damage is a big problem for us right now. That really didn't shift this very much at all. But we're looking like we're in a pretty good position. So just to have a look at the situation of Freeland here, we're under 75% turned over to our side. There is this repair convoy on the way in. That's our next objective. And we need to make sure that everybody's okay, get everybody repaired, and I think we're on decent track to get this cleared out. So that's all we're going to do for this video. Some thick and fast battles as we try and take Freeland back. I'll catch you in the next video. I promise that content will pick up again soon. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Ciao.